All right, let's do this.
Welcome, everyone. So happy to have you along for this 2K sports presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony and Coach Stan Van Gundy. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Thompson is out there with Livingston. Then there's Channing Frye. Then there's Aldridge. And it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. And for Utah, they've got Malone. Maravich is out there with John Stockton. And it's Dantley in at the 3 spot. Tip-off goes to New Orleans. Just take a look at that backcourt, Greg. They've got out there a couple of all-time great guards of the Jazz. It's John Stockton and Pete Maravich.
And there's no question the amount of success Stockton brought the Jazz, taking them to a couple finals appearances where he ran into that juggernaut of MJ and the Chicago Bulls.
And Greg, for Maravich, he went to Utah at the end of his career, but still produced.
And he wasn't in a Jazz uniform long, but just as productive for them as he was early in his career.
So, it's Utah now. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the way.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And talking about playing to your strength, getting the look in the corner, that's as bankable as almost any play you can call.
New Orleans has come out of the gates quickly. 4-point game. Livingston, that's good.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a bit of everything.
Malone against Aldridge. Here's Eaton. Back in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got to be thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Yep, it counts.
Strong work in close. I like it when he goes up with confidence.
Pass to Dantley. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And Dantley is an impressive scorer. He's a swingman who can take over games all by himself.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. The kick out to Aldridge. New Orleans moving it around. And that one's good, Barnes.
Perfect read from Aldridge there. Very willing to share it with his guys and getting them going.
Here's Dantley, covered by Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, power flush with a long hang on the rim at the end of that.
That could be a catalyst for him. It really could. And that one's good, Barnes.
You know, that was a smart feed setting up for the 3.
Pass to Malone. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
And look at how well Aldridge utilizes his size, reaching out and just batting away the shot.
New Orleans leading by 8. A minute 42 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Thompson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Yeah, incredible play on both ends of the floor. There may be too big of a gap here.
And the Jazz with some changes. Karolinko comes in for Malone. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Maravich. New Orleans also making some changes. Bowen, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Mike Conley in for Sean Livingston. Now, here's Stockton. Count it.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
Conley, the pass to Thompson. Back to Conley. And here's Barnes for 3. A rebound by the Jazz. Here's Karolinko. Pass to Eaton. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He caps off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Dantley. 32 seconds left in the first quarter.
Oh, here he comes. My goodness.
Whoa, he pulled that in a game? Come on.
And so it's New
All
Orleans.
right, Adrian. All right, bye bye.
Pass to Thompson. Now here's Fry.
Who I am.
On the wing, Barnes. Started by Kirilenko, and that one's good, Barnes.
You have to stay up on him in that mid-range area. He's deadly from there.
Stockton the pass to Dantley. Over Thompson, and Thompson sends it back. And they'll keep possession. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together.
I do that counted.
Indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And the NBA replay center
Yep, that counted.
lit it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Well, they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, looking at the replay, that he got it off in time. Harrison Barnes getting it done for New Orleans. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We've got more in store for you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I also like how they trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
So for New Orleans right now, Conley out there with Bowen. Then there's Aguirre. Then it's Duckworth. And it's Aldridge in at the fourth. A three from Aguirre. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Aguirre's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Aldridge down low. He's covered by Malone. Bowen, good.
And this is Bowen's specialty on offense, a legit threat from beyond the arc.
And the timeout taken by Joey Sloan. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Maravich, he's checked in for Williams. And New Orleans also making a change. Livingston's checked in here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Hayward kicks to Maravich. Gobert, the screen. Fires the three. And Pete Maravich, good for three. Maravich has got 5 now.
And that's why they call him the pistol. One of the most entertaining scorers in the game, and finding that one from deep.
Here's Bowen. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Bowen's got the lead back up to 10 now for New Orleans.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Aguirre. New Orleans moving it around. Duckworth. Here's Bowen. Maravich defending. Livingston passes to Bowen. Kirilenko against Aguirre. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
What about this?
Utah with the ball. Trailing by 10. Malone finds Gobert. Outside Williams. Fires from way outside. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Aldridge has got 5 rebounds tonight. Livingston passes to Aldridge. Here's Bowen. Sinks the three-pointer. Bowen's got 9 points in the quarter.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Andre Kirilenko is checked in for the Jazz. Stockton comes in for Williams. Livingston passes to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Back to Livingston. Puts up a three. And Maravich pulls it down. Utah trails by 13. Puts it up from 12. The shot by Karolinko, no good. Thompson outside. Pass to Livingston. Now, here is Aguirre. Maravich defending. Out to Thompson. Aguirre against Maravich. Sinks the triple. Aguirre's got 6 points.
Nice shot. Doing his part to stretch out that defense.
And the timeout taken by Jerry Sloan. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Carlos Boozer stepped in for Utah. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Now, here is Maravich. He's got 5 to the inside. Outside for Stockton. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Livingston passes to Aguirre. And the dunk by Aguirre.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Gobert in the corner. Stockton outside. Clock at 4. Bounces high off the rim and drops.
And when Stockton gets the look from there, it is more often than not going in.
Aguirre gets to Livingston. And a miss there on the triple. Utah trails by 16. On the wing, Stockton. We've got 13 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Dantley. Over Thompson. Can't hit from 12. Gets it off. That shot off. And so it's New Orleans in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be right back after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Harrison Barnes has really been making it happen, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
So it's Boozer on the bench. Here's who's on the floor for Jerry Sloan. We got Stockton. He's out there with Maravich. And it's Eaton in at the 5. Here's Dantley. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. On the wing, Barnes. He's got 15. Eaton grabs the miss. Eaton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Stockton, and they cash in right away with a quick shot. Stockton's got 6.
Sees the gap in the defense and cashes in from mid-range. That's how you do it.
Barnes looking around. Out to the wing. And here's 5 from the arc. Connects from 3-point range. And New Orleans leads by 15.
The shortest skinny on the floor, that court. That is why guys shoot such a good percentage from there.
And the timeout taken by Jerry Sloan. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. 90 seconds now into the second half. Inside, here's Eaton. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Over in the corner, Barnes. For 3. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And stolen by Barnes. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Here's Livingston. That 3 off the mark. Utah trails by 16. Dantley the pass to Stockton. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. It's stolen by Livingston. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Lets it go from deep. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Fry. Aldridge has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And Eaton gets it to go.
And Maravich is such a great scorer. All eyes are on him, but his eyes are on his teammates. A tremendous dual threat.
Barnes outside. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Knocked in the pass to Eaton. And stolen by Aldridge. To the middle. And a dunk by Aldridge.
And I like whenever Aldridge uses his length on offense, especially when he goes up after the alley-oop.
Outside Maravich. Outside Malone. Outside Maravich. And it's off from three-point range. New Orleans leading by 22. Aldridge kicks to Barnes. Offline with his 3. And here's Utah. On the wing, Maravich. And he's good on the 3 ball. Maravich has got 8.
Yeah, and being able to catch and shoot is a skill in itself. Some guys need the ball in their hands to be effective.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yeah, unless it's a gimme, there's no reason to put up an early shot here.
And that one's good by Aldridge.
Well, Aldridge has his feet planted and was set to fire. He just had to put the ball in his hands.
Outside Maravich. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's New Orleans finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And with as many three-pointers as they play. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. So for New Orleans right now, Ivica Zubac is out there with Aldridge. And there's Klay Thompson, and there's Livingston, and it's Barnes, and it's a small forward.
Oh, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
Outside Maravich. Pass to Dantley. Down low. Here's Gobert. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Well, when Gobert has the ball, it just seems like defenders are plastered to him.
No one's making a switch here. That one falls, so hits both of them. New Orleans leading by 23, and that one's good, Barnes.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Now, he's leaving no doubt in this one, doing everything he can to slam the door on a comeback.
Hayward goes in. Klay Thompson grabs the miss. And so here is New Orleans. Rockets kicks to Thompson. Puts up a 3. A three-pointer is right on target.
Taking full advantage of a look from the corners. He was totally ready to knock that one down.
To the paint. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
The kick out to Dragic from outside the arc. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
To the inside, out to Thompson. Launches a three, hands it from downtown.
Arguably the smoothest jumper in the game. Klay Thompson.
And finished off by Gobert.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Clearly in an attacking mindset. Not even physical defense could deter him.
Barnes hits them both. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Stockton the pass to Eaton. Nice ball movement by Utah. That's good, and a nice assist from Stockton. Stockton's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
And the 3 ball is good.
And he is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Pass to Eaton. 6 on the shot clock. The Jazz need to get off the shot here. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Conley kicks to Barnes. Here is Aguirre. Barnes outside. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
Overall, they're the team getting the better look here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting.
Outside, Maravich. Screened by Malone. They get the rebound. Outside, Maravich. Down low. Here's Eaton, the second chance effort, and it's good on the layup.
And as the clock nears 0, he keeps an even keel and knocks it down.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Barnes outside, inside. Here's Duckworth, and it's in there.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
And it's blocked.
Well, he shows off his defensive instincts with that block.
Gets Maravich on the wing from downtown. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance. But look, he's got to find something easier.
Barnes outside. Pass to Bowen. Back to Barnes. Shot clock at 3. Shoots over Maravich. Barnes can't get it to go. Outside, Maravich. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team.
We welcome you to our 2K Sports Broadcast. Some great basketball in store for you. Good evening, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Aldridge out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Livingston. Then there's Channing Frye. And it's Thompson in at the 2-guard spot. And for the Nuggets, Thompson is out there with Lever. Then there's English. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Issel in at the power forward position. Well, the duo of Nikola Jokic and David Thompson, Greg, it's going to provide a lot of excitement offensively in this one.
And these two Nuggets legends are certified scorers. I mean, but their passing is what will make them so effective playing together. That versatility really opens up their options on offense.
And Greg, the pace at which those two play only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, Jokic is slow and methodical, while Thompson is a high-flying speedster. We'll see if they can use that to their advantage and keep the defense off balance.
And here is Lever. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep. And the call will be against Sean Livingston. That's his first foul. Pass to English. Clock at 6, and it's Jokic in the corner. Good, great play by English to set it up.
Well, when Jokic comes back and hits a three like that to erase the three on the other end, it's devastating.
Here's Aldridge, and another three for New Orleans.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now, here's English. Pass to Issel. Plenty of space. It's hauled in by Fry. New Orleans has come out of the gates quickly. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, well, that's on the defense. They got to put out a little more effort to keep that from happening.
To the middle, here's Issel, and it's sent back by Aldridge.
And look at how well Aldridge utilizes his size, reaching out and just batting away the shot. And he likes to get in the rhythm early. Nice triple.
It's been a slow start here for Denver. Trailing here by 8. Pass to Jokic. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Jokic has gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Livingston passes to Barnes. Thompson outside from past the arc. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And they've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead. But you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Iverson's checked in for Thompson. And New Orleans also making a change. Mike Conley's checked in for Sean Livingston. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Stan, you know you think about the release point on Jokic's outside shot. It's tough to get to.
Yeah, Kevin, it certainly is. And the problem is if you start to come out of your stance to try to get to that shot, Jokic will just pull the ball down and beat you on the drive.
Zubac is checked in for New Orleans.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Now, here's Jokic. And the rejection by Zubac. And another miss by Denver. New Orleans leading by 12. Conley is at the top. Barnes kicks to Aldridge. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Here's Barnes. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Barnes has got 8 points. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for New Orleans.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitate.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
That's why I have Zubac.
Oh, good on the 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
The kick out to Aldridge. Good on the triple. He's got 9.
Well, Aldridge has his feet planted and was set to fire. They just had to put the ball in his hands.
Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
And Thompson kicks to Aldridge. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. New Orleans on top. They lead by 18. And don't go away. We'll be back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from New Orleans?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Lever is out there with Iverson. And it's Mutombo, and it's Vandaway, and it's the small four. That's the group for Denver getting going here in a second. Vandaway, his first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Here's Aldridge. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feed. Aldridge has got 4 points in the quarter.
Always a nice option to have Aldridge with you on the break. The big man can do some damage on the go. Straight rim rocker.
It looked like the grip for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose.
Ooh, Michael!
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Denver calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
Thompson, he's checked in for Iverson. And New Orleans also making a change. Livingston's checked in. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Good ball moving there by the Nuggets. Lever taking his time here. Pass to Vandaway. 4 on the clock. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
Livingston passes to Duckworth. Outside Aldridge. Here's Bowen. Lets the three fly. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. The team's shooting a steady diet from outside.
Here's Vandaway. Aguirre covering. A step-back shot here. Vandaway misses. And it's Livingston with the ball for New Orleans. Pass to Bowen. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Nuggets have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
Well, you can't overlook any trip to the line. These points could end up making the difference.
New Orleans leading by 23 to the left wing. Outside, Aguirre. And another 3 for New Orleans.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they just have the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Livingston. The kick out to Aldridge. Jacks up a 3. Bowen, good. Bowen's got 6 points.
And this is Bowen's specialty on offense, a legit threat from beyond the arc.
Denver calls timeout.
Let's see if Coach can get them back on the right track.
Yeah, I like the timeout here. The coaching staff needs to get these guys regrouped and refocused.
Jamal Murray, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And a little under 3.5 minutes left in the second quarter of play. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, it's not what he's known for, but Jokic can throw it down when the chance presents itself.
A drive gets to Livingston. Placed it up by Thompson. No one's around. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
Conservative approach paying dividends there. Shot ready on the catch and made it look easy.
Here's Wilson. Another one falls for New Orleans. Here's Jokic. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Yeah, that's a tough call for the rest of it. Yeah, I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
Pass to Aguirre. And the three off target. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They set the screen. Issel gets the bucket. Issel's got his second bucket.
And I like the movement right there. Setting that screen, then getting into position to score.
Here's Wilson. Bangs home the trifecta. 26 seconds left in the first half. Now, Lieber. No scoring this one. 11 seconds left to play here in the half. And a rejection by Zubac. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Seven seconds left in the first half of basketball. Just 2 to shoot. And here's English for three. And so it's New Orleans leading by a full 31 points at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective. Right back after this break.
This
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this team becomes the route that it's threatening to be. We're seeing a tremendous game from LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, for the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
So for New Orleans right now, they've got Harrison Barnes, Channing Frye out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And there's Klay Thompson, and it's Livingston in at the one spot.
Oh, my word. You can't play much tougher interior defense than that.
And that one's good, Barnes.
Well, you can see why he's a go-to guy for them. They trust in his ability to shoulder the offensive load.
Here's English into the lane. Oh, he misses the dunk. And New Orleans pushing it up now. And Thompson throws it down.
And out in the open court, they complete the break. Fearless finisher.
Now, here's Lieber. He's covered by Livingston. A floater. It's rebounded by Livingston. And it's Livingston with the ball for New Orleans. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Pass to Barnes. Now, here's Frye. Defended by Lieber. Here's Livingston. Another one falls for New Orleans.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. This is how they like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Outside Lieber. Pass to Jokic. Will it go?
Well, you love that commitment on defense, doing just enough to affect that shot.
Outside Aldridge. New Orleans moving the ball around. Thompson finds Barnes. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Lieber, and Thompson is good for three. Thompson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at him time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
If they just can't find a way to end this thing, nothing falls right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Knocks down the three ball. Barnes has got 14.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
The wide open look here for Aldridge. And another three for New Orleans.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Well, Thompson is having no trouble finding himself shots, and he'll just keep pouring them in as long as he can.
Here's English, and he makes good on the layup. English has got his first points in this one.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Barnes against English. Just 5 on the clock. Releases. And it's good off the back rim and in. 16 points for him.
And right now, the D has no answer.
Barnes against English. Pass to Jokic. Corner shot. Good. Great play by English to set it up. Jokic has got 4 points this quarter.
Confident stroke from Jokic. Shot ready on the catch.
The kick out to Aldridge. Now Livingston. Back to Barnes. The three. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And you love the floor recognition there, proving he's willing to give it up to his own teammates.
Lever outside. Pass to English. Here's Issel. Now Jokic covered by Barnes. And Jokic slams it in.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish off. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. New Orleans on top, just dominating this one. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as... And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. So it's Denver now. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Pass to Mutombo. Plays it up and banks it in. Mutombo's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Nuggets.
And this team encourages Mutombo to take those shots, knowing how efficient he can be inside.
Yeah, he blows right past the contact. That's total commitment on the drive.
Now here's Thompson. And that one is good.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Pass to Aguirre. Here's Bowen. Outside Wilson takes a three, buries the long-range jumper.
She cashes in off the pass, catching and connecting with the Jet.
And here is Iverson. Here's Abdul-Rauf. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's Conley penetrating. Here's Bowen. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
Well, Conley is an excellent decision maker and floor general for this team.
Inside. And the basket by Mutombo. Mutombo's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Conley, the pass to Aguirre. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Issel, down low. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
Yeah, this is when they need to lean on him more. Get him the ball and let him build some momentum.
Conley with the three. No good on the shot.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That's what always thrives.
Here's Mutombo. It's good. Great play set up by Iverson.
And that is why they call him Mount Matumbo, chiseled like a rock.
Conley kicks to Wilson. Pass to Bowen. Takes the three. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Issel. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Issel's gone 67% from the field, 4 of 6. Conley dishes to Duckworth. And it's slammed in by Duckworth.
And guys, you don't think this fella can do some major damage if he gets an opening to the rim.
They just learned that lesson the hard way. They better put a little bit more effort into their D the next time.
Yeah, look, never tempt the guy with a sure thing. No surprise to see him taking advantage like that.
And that's how to attack the paint. Settle for the jump shot if you can get to the rim.
So it looks like Denver will retain possession here. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Issel passes to Ingram. To the paint. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Ingram.
Such great hands from Jokic. Able to finish despite fatigue.
Pass to Bowen. A three from McGuire. Nailed from three-point land.
Attacking from range there with some serious confidence.
And Jokic slams it in.
Nice pass inside. Making things easy for him there.
And here's Cunningham. Here's Wilson. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Listen, she's going to open up a lot of the floor for herself when she's hitting those threes. It's about more than the points there.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something to maybe carry over into the next game.
Yeah, a lot stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Denver with the ball. And the rejection by Zubac. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. 34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Cunningham passes to Aguirre. Here's Dragic from outside. Drops in the tray.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding it.
And he takes it in for the layup.
Well, sometimes you need more than just your stars. They've got to come to get the other guys good looks.
So we see New Orleans taking the W here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about
10 blocks. One more game.
Welcome, everyone, to 2K Sports. We've got an exciting basketball game coming your way in just a moment. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Stan
One
Gundy,
day,
Greg Anthony.
I'll face the hell inside me.
Harrison Barnes is out there with Aldridge. Then there's
I'll
Terry
accept
Fry,
what I
Clay
have done.
Thompson, And it's Livingston in at the point guard position. And for Oklahoma City, they've got Payton. Durant is out there with Allen. Then it's Kemp, and it's Westbrook in at the 2. Well, Greg, what a backcourt pairing we have tonight. Gary Payton, one of the greatest defenders in NBA history. And Russell Westbrook, one of the greatest offensive threats of all time.
And it really is an intriguing combination. They might have different styles, but they have one thing in common. Gary and Russell both play with fire.
Don't they? They are exciting, and they each played for the same franchise for years.
Yeah, Payton was the anchor for the Sonics when they were in Seattle. And, of course, Westbrook had some historic years in Oklahoma City. And there's just so many things Durant does well. If they all fire together, he can be a special player in this league.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
No one covering.
And we've seen Aldridge make this shot before. The D has to at least honor his 3-ball.
Pass to Durant beyond the arc.
Walking away, the shadows will surround.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Now here's Livingston, and that one's good. Barnes.
He flashes his touch from deep there.
Allen outside. Pass to Durant. Kemp with a screen for Durant. Off target from outside. And it's Livingston with the ball for New Orleans. 4-point game. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Bounce pass Aldridge. A 3 from Barnes. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Oh, great job of recognition, finding the open man.
Westbrook passes to Allen. Here is Durant.
I apologize.
Coming off the assist from KD.
And this is Allen's game. One of the quickest releases we've ever seen. Amazing shooting off that pass.
Terrific concentration there to work through the foul and hit the shot.
Haywood's checked in for the Thunder. Michael Conley, he's checked in for New Orleans. And so Lenny Wilkins calls a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. If you just tuned in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Allen passes to Westbrook. To the inside.
Yeah, he can do that. I'm not thinking.
One of the most flamboyant finishers in our league.
The kick out to Barnes. Conley scanning the floor. Lets it go, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Well, a big jump shooting, staying consistent with your mechanics.
Questions have
To Westbrook, and here is Durant, covered by Barnes. 6 to shoot. Here's KD. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Outside Conley. And here is Aldridge. Over in the corner, Barnes. Thompson outside. Over to the left wing. And Aldridge gets it to go on the assist by Thompson. Aldridge has got 6 points.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now, here is Haywood. Still yet to score. The 3 from KD. It's holding by 5. New Orleans leading by 10. There's the Conley. Westbrook with the steal.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
let's try.
Transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Again, New Orleans turns it over.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Paul George is checked in for Durant. Ellis comes in for Allen. And Dennis Johnson's subbing for Russell Westbrook. And then for New Orleans, Kevin Duckworth is checked in for Fry. McGuire comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Bowen subbed in for Klay Thompson.
Well, Aldridge has his feet planted and was set to fire. Just had to put the ball in his hand.
And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's Kemp. 3-second difference between shot clock and game time. And then Kemp slams it in.
Wow, I tell you, Kemp is not your average dunker. This guy rocks the rim.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Pass to Kemp. The 17-footer. Jump shot is good. 8 points for him.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
I gotta get my shit together.
For New Orleans. He delivered 9 points from. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far.
As I sit here in silence,
Very clear.
all alone in myself.
And shoot the shots with no
Everything they've done well today, guys. Share the ball. I mean, set up the playing unselfishly.
So for New Orleans right now, Bowen is out there. Then there's Aldridge. Then there's McGuire. And it's Duckworth in at the 5 down low. Now, here is George. Scoreless thus far. And then Oklahoma City. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Kemp. Oh, man.
Yep.
And Kemp seems to relish contact on the way up. He just embraces all types of challenges.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher. And so Lenny Wilkins calls a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And the Thunder with some changes. Lewis comes in for Haywood, and it's Peyton in for Ellis. And New Orleans also making a change. Livingston's checked in. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Outside, George. Back to Johnson. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Livingston with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Bowen, good.
And this is Bowen's specialty on offense, a legit threat from beyond the arc.
Peyton passes to Lewis. That's good. Lewis has got his first bucket in this one.
Great decision on the pick and roll, giving it up at the right time.
Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in. A 3 from McGuire. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Now that's a high percentage look when he doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense.
Whoa!
Jesus fuck.
This is why they keep going to Kid. They know what he's capable of on offense.
New Orleans leading by 10. Outside Aldridge. Pass to Bowen. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Johnson kicks to George.
Dennis Johnson, LRP.
The 3 from George. Drills it from outside. George has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Livingston passes to Aldridge. Now, here's Livingston. Defended by Peyton. And here's Peyton. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. They trail by 9 points. Lewis takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, I love watching Lewis with the hammer on that one, refusing to just lay it up.
Here's Bowen. Off target from three-point range. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. Here's Johnson. That's tipped.
Is there any better feeling than stuffing a shot near the hoop?
Aguirre kicks to Livingston. Back to Aguirre. To the wing on the left. Aldridge. Good. Aldridge has got 12.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting
Everything,
is the spacing.
everything but blood.
It is a lot easier for everyone else.
For the Thunder, KD checked in for Lewis. Allen comes in for George. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dennis Johnson. And then for New Orleans, Zubac is checked in for Duckworth. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Aguirre. Westbrook wide open. He fires. Misses the three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Livingston finds Zubac, and he comes up with the deuce. And now a 12-point New Orleans lead.
Yeah, credit the pass there. That's a nice setup.
Down low, here's Kemp. And slam dunk by Kemp.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Pass to Bowen. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. Aldridge has got 3 assists now in this one. Westbrook scanning the floor. It's tipped, and they're able to recover. That one's good. The New Orleans lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Kemp. Barnes outside. And he was able to put it in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's New Orleans. Their lead is 11 points to end the quarter. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. A fantastic game from Shawn Kemp in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Shawn Kemp is out there with Durant. Then there's Allen. Then it's Gary Payton. And it's Westbrook and it's the 2 guard. They're the group for Lenny Wilkins starting the second half.
With his strong shot mechanics, these long-range shots seem a little easy for Thompson.
And it's Kemp with the jam.
Well, there he goes, getting some elevation and scoring 2 loud points.
New Orleans moving it around. Now, here's Livingston. He's guarded closely. Banked in off the glass. Livingston's got his first 2 points.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
And so Lenny Wilkins calls a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. It's a 14-point game. Kemp with a screen for Westbrook. Right side, Kemp. And Thompson sends it back.
In terms of off-guard, Thompson is an all-defensive team-level player, can compete with the best of them.
To the middle, here's Barnes. Thompson against Payton. And here's Barnes for 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Well, off-ball readiness is key to a good offense. He was prepared to take the shot the moment he got the ball.
KD's shot is off.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Oklahoma City trails by 15. Payton passes to Durant. Kempa screen on Aldridge. The deep three from Durant. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Fry's got 6 rebounds in the game. For the three, and Aldridge the basket on the assist by Livingston. Aldridge has got 15 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Outside Kemp. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. Kemp's got 22.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Fry, good.
And some guys find that mid-range tricky, but it's a great place to find quality shots.
Inside, it's stolen by Livingston. Pass to Fry. The three from Barnes. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Nice recognition of the closing defender. Got it away there in a hurry.
And it's Kemp with the jam.
Oh, beautiful setup there. One thing you can say about Kemp, no pass is too high for him to go get.
Livingston kicks to Barnes. Fires from deep. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Well, we see this more and more. Big guys who can really shoot it from deep.
Three-pointer, Payton. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Durant's got 4 assists in the game.
And when we talk about guys who just compete, Gary Payton is at the top of that list. He just loves answering that three with one of his own.
Matching baskets from the perimeter, an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Barnes passes to Fry. No good there. Great D that time from Kemp.
Oh, some face for open.
Outside Westbrook. It's Kemp on the wing. Allen dishes to Westbrook. Off target with his three. LaMarcus Aldridge has been on display for New Orleans. He's raised his three-point total to 6 now. A lot of points from beyond the arc. And we'll be back with you. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand.
Yeah, not just the jump shooter. Conley is also adept at finding real estate close to the rim.
Payton passes to Sigma, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
I like the assertiveness down inside. You have to be able to take advantage of those opportunities.
Here's Conley, and finished off by Conley.
Great recognition there from Conley. He saw an opening and took it.
Dragic against Payton. The shot, no good. New Orleans dictating the flow. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
It's stolen by Dragic. High post, Zubac. Kicks it out to Wilson. This one for 3. Outside Dragic. Pass to Wilson. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Rob. Now Conley. Here's Zubac, defended by George. Out to Conley, launches it, hits the three-point bomb. Conley's got 7 points here in this quarter. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for New Orleans.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And boy, it just seems like they are blocking everything. All throughout this game, they have just wreaked havoc defensively. And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing's falling right now.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
To the paint. Here's Sigma, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
A great move by Conley. Uses that dribble move to get the space he needed.
Pass to Sigma. Out left to the wing. Outside, George. 5 to shoot. Here's Payton. No good that time. Rockets with some nice D. Conley the pass to Bowen. Now, here's Zubac. D right on him. Conley for 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bowen's got a couple of three-pointers now in the 4th for New Orleans. Payton against Dragic. The Thunder with another miss. And here's New Orleans now. They're on a 20-4 run right now. The tray. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Well, that's a great pass. He has the timing and rhythm of a metronome.
Conley into the lane. Kicks it out to Wilson. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Zubac. The kick out to Dragic. There's the 3. Misses the shot. So we see New Orleans taking the W here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
There you go. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on next time.